My friends, life is not a game you play once and walk away from. Life is a long journey filled with struggles, surprises, and lessons. If you want to win at life, not just survive but truly win, you need to follow certain rules. Not rules written in books, but rules written by experience, by failure, by persistence. Let me share with you the 9 rules to win life. Every morning is a new chance, a fresh start, a reset button that life gives you. But most people waste it. They wake up tired, they complain, they scroll through their phones, and they let the morning decide their mood instead of deciding it themselves. Winning in life begins the moment you open your eyes, because how you start your day shapes how you live your day. And how you live your day, over time, becomes how you live your life. When you wake up with purpose, you're not just getting out of bed, you're rising for a reason. You stop being controlled by the clock and start being guided by your mission. The people who achieve great things don't wake up and hope for a good day. They create it. They start their mornings with clarity, asking themselves, what do I want to make happen today? They don't wait for motivation. They build it through action. That's the real difference between those who grow and those who stay stuck. Every sunrise is like an empty page. You can write anything on it, but most people don't. They repeat the same routines, the same excuses, and the same regrets. If you want to win in life, make your morning sacred. Protect it from noise, from distractions, from negative thoughts. Start with silence, reflection, or even 5 minutes of gratitude. Remind yourself of your goals, your reasons, your why. When you remind yourself why you're doing something, it gives your day direction. Purpose in the morning builds discipline. Discipline builds habits, and habits build destiny. If you wake up every morning and do just one small thing that moves you closer to your goal, reading a few pages, exercising, learning, planning, you'll create momentum that pushes you forward throughout the day. Momentum is powerful because it carries you through the difficult parts when motivation fades. The truth is, motivation doesn't last, but discipline fueled by purpose will carry you even when you don't feel like it. There's also something magical about mornings. The world is quiet, your mind is clearer, you can think deeply, plan wisely, and set the tone before the noise of the world begins. That's the time when winners make decisions that shape their lives. When you take ownership of your mornings, you take ownership of your future. But having purpose doesn't mean everything will go perfectly. You'll still face challenges, distractions, and delays. The difference is, when you have a reason to get up, you can push through them. A person without purpose will find excuses. A person with purpose will find a way. That's why it's not about how early you wake up. It's about why you wake up. If your reason is strong enough, you'll always find the energy. So tomorrow, when your alarm rings, don't just wake up to exist. Wake up to live. Don't chase comfort, chase growth. Don't wait for a perfect day, make it one. Life rewards those who start their mornings with intention, because a powerful morning creates a powerful life. Learning is the foundation of every success story. The truth is, before you can earn more, you have to learn more. Many people want to get paid big, but very few are willing to grow big. The most successful individuals didn't start with money. They started with curiosity. They invested their time, energy, and effort into learning skills that later made them valuable. Knowledge is like a seed. When you plant it, nurture it, and give it time, it grows into opportunities that can change your entire life. In the early stages of your journey, your focus shouldn't be on earning, it should be on learning. Every experience, every mistake, every failure teaches you something important. When you treat learning as a lifelong process, you never lose. Even when things don't go your way, you walk away with a lesson that makes you stronger and smarter. The problem is, most people stop learning once they get a job, a degree, or a small level of success. But the world never stops changing, and if you stop learning, you fall behind. The biggest difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is how they use their time. The winners read, observe, ask questions, and stay curious. They don't pretend to know everything. They learn from people, from failures, from books, from experiences, anywhere they can. They know that learning is not just about information, it's about transformation. Every new skill you gain adds another tool to your life toolbox, something you can use to build your dreams. You don't need a perfect education or a fancy degree to become successful. What you need is the hunger to grow. You can learn from the internet, mentors, mistakes, or even from observing people around you. The world is full of free lessons, but only those who are open-minded enough to learn can see them. When you focus on learning, you naturally become more capable, more confident, and more valuable. And when you become valuable, money follows you. Think of it this way: earning is a result, but learning is the cause. If you focus on the result, you may get frustrated, but if you focus on the cause, the results will come naturally. Every hour you spend improving yourself pays back later in opportunities, respect, and financial growth. The most powerful investment you can ever make is in yourself. There will be times when you feel like your hard work isn't paying off. But remember, knowledge takes time to show its value. The more you know, the better decisions you make, and better decisions always lead to better results. That's why your priority should always be to learn faster than others, adapt quicker, and keep growing even when you think you've learned enough. So don't chase success, chase wisdom. Don't chase comfort, chase growth. Because money can be lost, but knowledge stays forever. The one who learns continuously will always find a way to earn continuously. Winning in life begins the moment you decide to be a student, not just for a season, but for life. Everyone wants success, but few are willing to go through the struggle it takes to get there. People admire the results, the fame, the comfort, the lifestyle, but they ignore the process that built it. The truth is, struggle is not something to avoid, it's something to respect. It's the training ground that shapes you into the person capable of handling success. Without struggle, success has no value. Without difficulty, growth has no depth. Every challenge you face is like a test life gives you to see if you're ready for the next level. If you run away from that test, you stay where you are. But if you face it, learn from it, and keep moving, you rise stronger than before. That's how life works. It rewards those who endure. Pain and pressure are not your enemies, they are your teachers. They teach patience, humility, and resilience, qualities no book or classroom can truly give you. When everything feels hard, most people complain, but the successful ones think differently. They say, this is part of my journey. This is where I grow. Every struggle builds a new layer of strength inside you. The more you endure, the tougher you become. The people who achieve great things aren't those who never face problems. They're the ones who never stop fighting through them. Look at any strong person you admire and you'll find a story filled with struggle, rejection, failure, disappointment, sacrifice. But those experiences didn't destroy them. They prepared them. Struggle shapes your mindset. It shows you who you really are. It removes the fake confidence and replaces it with real inner strength. You can't learn that from comfort. Comfort makes you soft. Struggle makes you sharp. When life feels unfair, don't ask, why me? Ask, what is this teaching me? That shift in mindset changes everything. You stop feeling like a victim and start thinking like a student of life. Every setback carries a lesson, and every lesson makes you more capable. Sometimes the doors you want stay closed not because you're unlucky, but because life is building your patience and character before opening them. It's also important to remember that struggle doesn't last forever. No storm stays forever. No dark night lasts forever. Every difficult phase ends, but the lessons and strength you gain from it stay with you for life. When you respect the struggle, you stop running from pain, you start using it. You start realizing that pressure creates progress. Just like muscles grow under tension, your character grows under challenges. So the next time life feels hard, don't give up. Remind yourself that this pain is part of your transformation. Respect it, embrace it, learn from it. You're not being punished, you're being prepared. The world may not see your struggle, but one day they'll see your strength, and that strength will be the result of everything you refuse to quit on. Respect the struggle because it's shaping the champion within you. Patience is one of the hardest lessons in life, especially when you're working hard but not seeing results. We live in a world that wants everything fast. Fast money, fast success, fast recognition. But real success doesn't happen overnight. It happens over time. The difference between people who win and people who give up is simple. Winners understand that patience is not about waiting and doing nothing. It's about waiting while still working, still believing, and still moving forward when nothing seems to change. Too many people quit just before things start working. They plant a seed and expect a tree the next morning. But life doesn't work that way. Growth takes time. You can't rush results just like you can't rush nature. You have to trust the process. The effort you're putting in today is not wasted. It's building your foundation, even if you can't see it yet. Every day you show up, you're getting stronger, smarter, and more prepared for the success that's coming. Patience doesn't mean being lazy or waiting for luck to save you. Lazy people wait. Patient people work silently and consistently. They don't need to show the world what they're doing. They let their results speak later. The quiet hours, the unseen effort, the nights of struggle, all of it adds up. That's what patience really means, putting in the work today with faith that it will pay off tomorrow. When you rush success, you often destroy your own progress. Fast things rarely last. The faster you climb without learning, the quicker you fall. Patience allows you to grow with stability. It teaches you to appreciate the journey, not just the destination. It helps you mature emotionally and mentally, so when success finally arrives, You can handle it with wisdom and strength. Without patience, success can turn into pride or carelessness. With patience, it becomes gratitude and fulfillment. Sometimes the hardest part about patience is dealing with doubt. You'll look around and see others doing better, moving faster, achieving more. You'll question if you're doing enough. But remember this, your time is not their time. Everyone's path is different. Comparison kills patience because it makes you focus on speed instead of progress. Stay focused on your lane. What's meant for you will come, but only if you keep doing your part. Every great success story has long periods of silence, struggle, and slow progress. That's where patience lives. That's where strength is built. So when life feels slow, when results seem far away, don't think you're failing. You're just in your growing season. Seeds don't grow in one day. They grow underground before anyone can see them. Patience is not weakness. It's power under control. It means you trust the timing of your life. You work hard, you wait smart, and you stay consistent. Because in the end, success doesn't belong to the fastest or the loudest. It belongs to the most patient. Those who keep going even when progress is invisible are the ones who win in life. When success finally comes, it's easy to forget where you started. It's easy to think you made it alone, that your talent or intelligence was enough, but that's where many people go wrong. Success is not just about reaching the top. It's about staying grounded once you get there. Staying humble is what keeps you growing. The moment pride takes over, growth stops. Ego is like a silent thief. It takes away your wisdom, your relationships, and eventually your success. When you win, remember that success is never a solo journey. Somewhere along the way, someone believed in you, supported you, or gave you a chance. Maybe it was a teacher, a friend, a colleague, or even a stranger who offered you guidance. When you stay humble, you acknowledge that you didn't climb the mountain alone. You had hands that lifted you. Humility is not weakness, it's strength under control. It's knowing your worth but not needing to shout it. Many people lose everything after they become successful, not because of failure, but because of arrogance. They stop listening, stop learning, and start thinking they're better than everyone else. That attitude is dangerous. The world changes fast, and the moment you think you know everything, life will remind you how little you actually do. The people who remain successful for a long time are those who stay open-minded, who keep learning, who treat others with respect no matter their position. Staying humble doesn't mean hiding your achievements. It means wearing them lightly. It's about having confidence without arrogance. You can be proud of what you've done, but never let it make you blind to the people who helped you or the lessons that got you there. When you remain humble, you attract respect instead of envy. People trust you, support you, and root for you because they can see your character behind your success. Humility also keeps you focused. When your ego gets too big, you start chasing validation instead of purpose. You start caring more about being seen than about making a difference. But when you stay humble, your attention stays on the work, not the applause. You stay hungry to improve, to contribute, to serve. That's what keeps you growing even after success. There will be moments when pride tempts you, when you want to prove you're better, smarter, or more capable than others. But true greatness doesn't need to prove anything. It speaks through actions, through consistency, through how you treat people when you have power. How you behave at the top says more about you than how you acted at the bottom. So, when life rewards you, don't let success make you arrogant. Be grateful. Remember where you came from. Help others climb as you did, because humility is what makes success meaningful. Without it, achievement feels empty. Stay kind when you rise, respectful when you win, and grounded when you're praised. That's how you not only reach success, but keep it. The people you surround yourself with can either lift you higher or pull you down. Your circle shapes your mindset, your habits, and even your future. You can't win in life if you're surrounded by people who are comfortable losing. That's why building the right circle is one of the most important rules for success. The truth is, energy is contagious. If you spend your time with negative, lazy, or small-minded people, their energy becomes yours. But if you surround yourself with ambitious, disciplined, and positive people, you'll naturally rise to their level. Your environment influences how you think. When you're around people who complain, you start finding reasons to complain. When you're around people who dream big, you start finding reasons to grow. You don't even realize it, but your circle sets your standard. If you're the smartest or most motivated person in your group, that's a sign it's time to find a new circle. Growth happens when you're challenged, not when you're comfortable. Many people stay stuck because they're afraid to outgrow their friends. They fear being called arrogant or distant. But you have to understand something. Not everyone is meant to go where you're going. Some people are part of your past, not your future. If you try to carry everyone with you, you'll end up slowing yourself down. It's not selfish to protect your energy. It's necessary. You can love people from a distance and still choose to build a circle that aligns with your goals. The right circle will push you to improve. They'll tell you the truth, not what you want to hear. They'll challenge your excuses, celebrate your progress, and remind you who you are when you doubt yourself. The wrong circle, on the other hand, will drain you. They'll gossip, discourage you, and make you question your dreams. Over time, that negativity becomes poison. It kills ambition quietly. Choose people who talk about ideas, not people. Choose those who are focused on progress, not problems. Surround yourself with individuals who are doing better than you. It might make you uncomfortable at first, but that discomfort is growth. Iron sharpens iron. Being around people who are stronger or wiser than you forces you to step up your game. It's also important to be the kind of person others want in their circle. Don't just look for supportive friends. Be one. Be the one who motivates, listens, and helps others rise. The more value you bring to your circle, the stronger it becomes. True friendship is built on mutual growth, not jealousy or competition. Your circle is your mirror. If you want to know where your life is heading, look at the 5 people you spend the most time with. Are they inspiring you or limiting you? If you want to win in life, surround yourself with winners, because success is rarely a solo journey. It's built by the people you choose to walk with. Choose wisely, because your future depends on it. Life will not always go the way you plan. There will be moments when everything seems to fall apart, when nothing works, and when you start to question whether you're on the right path. Those are the moments that test your strength the most. It's easy to move forward when things are going right, but the real test comes when everything goes wrong. The key to winning in life is simple: never stop moving forward. No matter how slow your progress feels, as long as you keep going, you're still winning. Every person who has ever achieved something great has gone through failure, rejection, and disappointment. What separates them from the rest is not talent or luck. It's persistence. They refuse to stop. They refuse to let setbacks define them. When you stop moving, you give up your chance to grow. But when you keep going, even in pain, you give yourself a chance to rise again. The road to success is never straight. It's filled with turns, delays, and obstacles. But every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your dream. When you face failure, it's natural to feel defeated. But failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Every time you fail, you learn something new about what doesn't work, and that knowledge moves you closer to what does. Winners treat failure as feedback, not final judgment. They fall, they learn, they adjust, and they keep walking. The people who quit after falling once never realize how close they were to a breakthrough. Sometimes moving forward means starting over. It means accepting that what you tried didn't work and having the courage to try again. It's not weakness to start over, it's strength. Most people stay stuck because they're afraid of beginning again, afraid of what others will say. But the truth is, no one's watching as closely as you think. Everyone's too focused on their own path. So stop worrying about opinions and start focusing on your direction. There will be days when your motivation disappears, when your energy is gone, and your progress feels invisible. On those days, remember your why. Why did you start? What are you fighting for? When your purpose is strong, it will carry you through the moments when everything else fails. Discipline is what keeps you moving when motivation is gone. It's not about how you feel, it's about what you do despite how you feel. Never let temporary setbacks make you forget your long-term goals. Even when you move slowly, you're still ahead of those who gave up. The journey may take longer than you expected, but every step counts. You may not see progress every day, but one day you'll look back and realize how far you've come simply because you didn't stop. So keep walking, even when it hurts. Keep pushing, even when it's hard. The secret to winning is not in never falling. It's in never staying down. As long as you keep moving forward, no failure can defeat you. True success is not just about what you gain, but about what you give. Many people chase wealth, power, and recognition, thinking those things define success. But the ones who truly win in life are those who know how to give before they take. Giving doesn't always mean money. It can be your time, your knowledge, your kindness, your energy, or your support. The more you contribute to others, the more life finds ways to reward you. Success built on selfishness never lasts, but success built on contribution becomes legacy. When you focus only on taking, you live in scarcity. You start seeing people as competition and opportunities as limited. But when you focus on giving, you shift into abundance. You begin to realize that by helping others grow, you grow too. The universe has a strange way of returning what you give, sometimes not immediately, but always at the right time. Every good act, every bit of effort to help someone comes back in unexpected ways. Giving also builds trust and connection. People remember how you make them feel. When you help others sincerely, you don't just earn their respect, you earn loyalty, friendship, and goodwill. Those are things money can't buy. In business, in relationships, in life, the people who give the most always attract the most. Because giving makes you valuable, the world doesn't reward takers, it rewards givers. But let's be clear, giving is not about being used or being weak. It's about being strong enough to lift others even while you're climbing. It's about sharing what you can, even when you don't have everything you want yet. The most powerful people in the world are givers who know how to create opportunities for others. They don't fear competition because they understand that success is not a limited resource. Helping others shine doesn't dim your light, it makes it brighter. When you give, do it with the right intention. Don't give expecting something in return. Give because it's the right thing to do. When your actions come from a genuine heart, people feel it. Life feels it. And somehow, doors begin to open. Doors you didn't even know existed. The energy of giving always finds its way back, even if it takes time. Sometimes the greatest form of giving is sharing your knowledge or experience. When you've learned something through struggle, teach it. When you've fallen and risen again, tell others how you did it. Your story could be the reason someone else doesn't give up. That's the kind of giving that changes lives. In the end, success that's only about you is small. Real success is when your growth helps others grow too. When your achievements make someone else believe they can achieve theirs. So give before you take. Offer value before you ask for rewards. The more people you help on your journey, the higher you'll climb. Because the true measure of a winner is not how much they have, but how much they give.